Hello, everyone. Welcome to Monday Night Madness. We are very excited about tonight's edition because you get to see two of my little favorite places in the house. I hardly open them, but I'm going to show them to you because they're very exciting. And when we have someone here for a retreat, or we have a guest on the property, or a volunteer, we're ready for anything. It's just when you have what you need, you just aren't afraid of things. And so I thought, hey, we should show my medicine cabinet, which is much more than a cabinet, to everyone. And then I'll show you my essential oil cabinet, because I don't know how it is for you, but I get inspired when I see how people do things. And this is what I've chosen to do. And this is what I've done all my life. The kids have been raised with a lot of what you're going to see upstairs. So we're super excited.
It's absolutely true. And we've always had cabinets like this in the house with multiple layers. Should usually arrange it like one shelf would be for all the big bulky items like Kaleido silver and bentonite clay and the bags of Epsom salts and things like that. Like we'd have one shelf that was all bulk items, and then the next row up would be all sorts of herbal tinctures. I mean, herbal tinctures galore for everything you can think of, herbal tinctures. So you'd have one shelf that was just for herbs, and then another shelf up would be like half homeopathy and then half other, maybe some salves and balms, and some of those need to stay refrigerated for preservation purposes. But random things. And then the top shelf was actually usually homeopathy. So then essential oils might have been in the middle one. The point is we would have these different shelves with different types of natural medicine in it, so that when you had a cold or a flu or a migraine or an ear infection or a sinus congestion issue, whatever, or a cut or a scrape, or you were bleeding and you wanted to stop the bleeding, you would go to the medicine cabinet and pick your potion.
So tonight you're going to see what after doing this for 37 years, I've come up with next, because you're going to love it. Okay, want to grab the phone? We're going to transfer to the phone while we head up the stairs, because you are going to become mobile with us. So you're going to walk through our family room. Well, not our family room, but here we go.
Okay, can you guys hear something? We gotta get out of here. Okay. Well, I gotta flip this thing around. Hi.
Hey, here we go. We're going up the stairs. We're so excited.
Now, I'm actually surprised you didn't start us off in the kitchen.
Well,
oh, are we still muted? Nope, we're not. Okay.
No.
Give me a thumbs up if you can see what we're doing here. Okay, this is good. I'm surprised you didn't have us start in the kitchen, because that's actually where our medicine.
Oops. Oh, there, won't we?
Yes.
Okay, well, we will end down in the kitchen, but so the number one place that medicine starts, and before we take supplements at all, you're going to follow me to my first room.
Okay, I'm going to flip this thing around.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, wait, Mother, please hold.
Okay, I'm holding.
Here we go. Okay.
So I've been recently married, and we have a loft. So you are in the loft with us until we build a house. And this is our favorite room, and we're in here in the morning, and we're in here at night, and we'll be in here after we're done with the show. So this is our exercise room, because good and great health starts with movement, right? And so even though we were planting trees today, worked outside the entire day doing manual labor, we're going to be in the sauna again tonight. But we started here. I was on my bike, and he was working out and exercising. And so we have a hyperbaric chamber. I know that's not in everyone's budget. I just happen to prioritize that for our family. And then we have a sauna, and we've got a lot of exercise equipment here. Greg will jump and do a lot of jumps. And when he exercises, he does a lot of fitness and lifting weights and whatnot. We have some mirrors. We just haven't hung them up yet. So this is where medicine begins, is just staying fit, moving the body, moving the lymphatic system, exercising, using your muscles so that you can avoid osteoporosis down the line, right? So we need to be moving our bones, moving our muscles, stretching our muscles, getting oxygen into the fascia. But then what happens if you just get sick, right? You just caught something, you were just run down, your pH was low, boom, you're going to be hit up with something. And that's what I want to show you. So we'll stop at the essential oil cabinet, because it's right around the corner, and I want to show that to you. And then we'll go to the big medicine, quote unquote, cabinet. And I can't wait to show you. So this is what I have in arsenal.
I just want to say, I'm so happy Karen started with this, because the reason why movement matters so much is for two reasons. First of all,
there's balloon. Can you guys see the balloons?
Yeah, somebody said, did you put the balloons in there, Amy?
I think God just ordains this message. You guys exercise for the win. No, so there's really two main reasons. One is your body produces the most valuable chemicals you could possibly need to survive. You are the ultimate medicine cabinet. Your body is the ultimate medicine cabinet. You make your own antioxidants. Your healthy gut bacteria produces your own antibiotics when you need them. Sometimes you need outside antibiotics, but your body can make its own with help of the microbiome that you have. The endorphins that you make, endorphins just stands for endogenous morphine. So it's morphine that's made inside of your body. That's what endogenous means. So when you take morphine from an exogenous source at the hospital, that's what you're getting it from someone else, but you make your own painkillers in your own body. You make little molecules that give you energy and more happiness throughout the day. You have all these different neurotransmitters that get stimulated when you move your body. So the very first thing that we want to mention before we get into the thousands of dollars that can go into a medicine cabinet is the healthiest way to be healthy on a $0 budget is to move your body fast and get in the sun, period. Your body will make so many invaluable molecules by doing those three things. And I always tell people, if you're not going for a 10-minute walk a day, I'm not going to put you on a single supplement because you got to get in that habit. So anyway, I'm just happy she mentioned that. So the first thing is your body is the most amazing pharmacy. Each one of your bodies is worth over $1 million if you added up all the different parts inside of it. So don't underestimate how valuable your body is and its chemical producing capabilities.
And I want to show this.
Yes.
Only because if they can't afford
that
everything,
too.
start with one thing.
Yes. The second reason why mobility is so important in the world of supplements is, a lot of your food and supplements gets passed through your body in your circulatory system, which has a pump. However, a lot of nutrients also get delivered through your lymphatic system, and people don't realize that as much. We used to just call the lymphatic system the sewer system of the body, but science has actually gone back to say, actually, it's more like a subway. It's more like a subway because it does collect waste, but it also delivers a lot. It delivers nutrients and fluids throughout the body. So those are the two reasons: lymphatic motility, so that you can collect waste and deliver nutrients throughout your body the same way you need your bloodstream to pump. And then also just that you can save some money on supplements by taking care of 90% of your needs with movement. I should add in sleep, sunlight, and fasting. All right, Karen,
Excellent.
show us what's next.
Okay, well, I just wanted to say, and for those of you who you can't get out and move a lot, you're not exercising as much, that's on you, not on anybody else. So own that. But then you can always grab something like this. This is only a couple $100, $150, and it is literally something, it's a lifestyle. Yeah, I love it. Anyhow, but you can just turn this baby on. Oh, turn it off. Anyhow, but it just moves the body. And so I had bought this. So I had bought one of these for Lily when she was bedbound because she couldn't exercise. And so at least I could have her stand on this during the day or just put her feet on it. If she couldn't stand, she would sit on it, but it will move the lymphatic fluid. So again, just wanted to show that out, that this is where your medicine starts. And I can't wait to show you the rest.
Woo-hoo. Are you just going to leave that thing go? And there's going to be some new airflow in the room. Okay.
So this is our essential oil cabinet. And so essential oils are medicine. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. So a lot of people will think, oh yeah, in America, it's like, oh, you want some lavender in your massage oil? No, this is medicine. And countries around the world, especially in France and other countries, you actually need a year of schooling on essential oil before you can become a medical doctor, because they will use essential oils in your therapy. And so if you're looking to work with diabetes, grab your cinnamon oil. You want to get the essential oil of cinnamon. Now there's cinnamon flowers or cinnamon bark. Every kind of essential oil there comes from a part of a plant. So you can have lavender flowers, you can have other parts of the lavender, but you can also harvest the lavender early in the season or late in the season, and you have completely different healing qualities. So this is not a presentation on essential oils, even though it could be, but I really encourage you to pick up some essential oils when they're on sale. Pick up some essential oils, get your favorite essential oils. We just happen to have gleaned a lot of them from when I had essential oils, and then just collecting essential oils from good friends.
And this was Mary Dillon.
And some of this was Mary Dillon loved.
Yeah, Mary Dillon's favorite brand was Wisdom of the
Earth. And we've used them now, and we recommended them often.
There are some good brands. Hold up, can we trade?
Yes, we
okay.
can trade. Silly.
Okay. Hi, everyone. So for Scott
Johnson. I was going to talk
Scott
about Scott
Johnson.
Johnson.
Dr. Scott Johnson did a call for us a few years ago where he just brought up research paper after research paper on essential oils and the clinical trials that have been done on them, because there's now over 1,400 and very impressive results. So one of my biggest takeaways from his presentation is that like the same way one medication will raise your blood pressure and another will lower it, and one medicine does one thing on one end of the spectrum and another medicine does something on the other. Just keep in mind, like, essential oils all do have very specific purposes, and some will relax you and some will give you energy, and some will stimulate blood flow to another area, while others may, stimulate lymphatic flow. So just keep that in mind. There's really good books that you can reference to know the correct use of different essential oils. The one thing I wanted to mention here is these are extremely potent. They can take like an acre of a plant and condense it down into a little bottle. And so when it comes to internal use, we much more err on the side of like
Diffusion.
Less is more.
Right.
Yeah.
Diffuse it. Diffuse it.
Or use it topically. And keep in mind, if you're working with a baby or someone who's small, you might not even need a drop. You might need to dip a toothpick into the essential oil. So that's not even a full drop. You dip a toothpick in and then dilute that in some oil and apply that topically, because this is highly concentrated. You okay over there?
I'm all good, but I want to make sure that we are looking at this right now.
A little bit on
No, just on the view.
Yep,
Are
we're
we
good.
But is it us?
Yep, that's us.
Good, making sure. Okay, I did want to mention something though. Okay, so I'm standing here with Amy. So one thing that Scott did, Dr. Johnson, he's a friend of mine, by the way, love him. I've known him for over a decade. And he's written over 14 books, get every one of them. He's a brain. But what he's also done is he would take essential oils and have them tested on his own dime, $250 a test per essential oil. And he was able to show that a lot of essential oils that you're buying are the same essential oils. So even though you might be spending a lot more money at one company, you may be getting the exact same essential oil that you are getting from another company. So look for their profiles, look at essential oils, how they're tested, and find their profiles. People have been asking what are our favorite oils. I love Wisdom of the Earth. I had our own line, so we used all of our essential oils until we were able to get them anymore because the distributor stopped doing the organic oils. But there are some great essential oil lines out there. So just again, they're wonderful. Yeah. So just look for their testing.
Yeah,
okay.
And no putting affiliate links in the chat section right now.
Yeah, no putting affiliate. Yeah, this is not an MLM over here, guys. Okay.
Wait, any last comments on the essential oil?
No, we got so much to cover in the other room.
Okay, you guys, we're gonna have to come back to the EOs, but we'll move along for now and come back if we have time.
And Scott Johnson actually wrote a book where he took some of the top medications and he replaced them, showing the pathways that essential oils could create the exact same answer and result in the body using essential oils literally as the medications. It has blown out the water. It's been amazing. So
yeah. Also for the it outperformed top cleaning products.
Yeah.
That what's it called? The Thrive.
Thrive. No,
No, it's not Thrive.
Thieves.
The Thieves blend outperformed traditional antibacterial, Clorox solutions on the countertop.
And MRSA is killed by clove oil, period. Like they use it in hospitals all over now, which is really, really cool.
Very cool.
Okay, so this
I love your life-size picture.
I'm going to take the picture.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so that is my medicine cabinet. So this is how I have it arranged. I'm going to kind of go through how I have it arranged. I would love to even mention why I have certain things in here, because some of them I actually use every day and other things I just keep here in case there is an issue. Now, mind you, I'm 56 years old. I've been teaching this and using this. I have my own lab. So I have a lot of product because it's what I do. It's what I teach. And so I've definitely, this is my stash from forever ago. Anyhow, so Candex, obviously I actually have this on auto ship only because I give so much of it away. So Candex for Candida is an instant help if you're craving sugars or dealing with Candida. We've already talked about Candida on Monday Night Madness, but a great product. Capsule tea, that's also something I always keep in stock because if you have cancer, you want to start on it right away. Capsule tea has incredible studies done, 97% success rate on stage 1 and 2 cancers at eliminating it. This has been around
but it has
for
to be
a long,
early.
long, long time.
Yeah.
right? It's orally taken. But anyhow, and then so a lot of great information there. And then there are certain minerals you just don't get enough of in your diet, even if you're eating all organic foods. Selenium is one of them. Selenium is a key to preventing cancer and to keeping the body very healthy and your skin very healthy. So I definitely take selenium every day. Fortify is a product that is fantastic. This company, Herbally Grounded, I love them. They're from Las Vegas.
We love Herbally Grounded.
We love them. Shout out, love them, love them. Anyhow, but Fortify is great for bone strength. And because I reversed my scoliosis, I'm now strengthening my bones and eliminating the arthritis that was around that scoliosis. So this is something I do take every day. B12, vitamin E, zinc, right? Zinc I take every single day. D3 I take all through the winter, right? So we just have it. Bromelain, I keep bromelain here if I'm feeling inflamed at all, or if I eating too much sugar. These are products here.
Wait, should we slow down? So just for conceptual purposes, these are minerals. If you're trying to like categorize this in your,
this is a vitamin.
Yeah, this actually it's a hormone.
It's a hormone. It's actually a hormone.
Well, like for the most part, these are like food-based, like regular, like would normally find that in your diet, but it's like been depleted in the soil, or we're living in houses in the winter and we're not getting it. Just so you know, almost all of your B vitamins can be made by your gut bacteria.
Yes.
So taking a methylated B vitamin is a really good idea if you need to, if you're trying to diagnose the issue fast and you want fast results. But in the end, you can also see really good improvement in your B vitamins.
And I had epilepsy. So if you have someone with Tourette's, epilepsy, or cancer, B vitamins are very important. And you'll find those kind of go together. So the epilepsy and Tourette's, those are often, it's because it has to do with miasms. And so a miasm for epilepsy and for Tourette's is actually very similar to the miasm for cancer, many forms of cancer. And so that's something we have never taught you about. Someday we will. That's a lot more education. That's what our TNCs learn more about. But just so you know, if you have anybody who is dealing with those electrical systems of the body, GABA needs a lot of vitamin B12 and B vitamins. These are just products I have because it's not always for me. It might be for something I'm testing. If someone has an allergic reaction, I'm going to go to quercetin right away. Glutathione, very, very important glutathione. People who have cell issues, we jump on here. I do take NAC every day right now. That's wonderful. These are some of the orchid essences that Candy and I have made. These are ready to market. You'll be seeing these soon. So there's about 9 different essences. We just need to get all the labels done. This magnesium breakthrough we use for anybody who's having constipation, natural anxiety and stress. It's just wonderful. It's 7 forms of magnesium. It's just I like having it on hand. Natural colon is fantastic.
Brand for that.
This is probably one of my very favorite products ever made for colon issues. It is all organic. All the products come from the Greek islands, and this product will help anyone who is constipated. This is a must in every home, so that the people who need it, and I have used it for thousands.
Oh my gosh, I'm supposed to read that. Aloe vera, milk thistle, psyllium husk, chlorophyll, acai powder, alfalfa grass, burdock root, carrot powder, chlorella. I always be careful not to say cholera. Ginger root. Yeah, that's a lot of good stuff for the organic pomegranate. That's good. That's a good one. Who's that by? Greek Island Labs.
Yep. And this is one of the liposomal products that I did take. I'm still taking this product just for good brain health. And then
so just breather real quick.
Breather.
They're wondering how to
breather.
It's hard to get all the names of these.
Some of these companies, some of the companies I'm distancing myself from because they were bought out by other companies. And so that is something that we also struggle with is, okay, what company are we going to use now? Pure has always been a very good formula because they don't add all the fillers to it. However, they recently bought out as well. So some of these I've had in stock. When I find a good product, I buy a lot of it at once. Some things I do have on automatic shipment, like the Candex from Pure Essence Labs, because it's something I know that I actually give it away. I've given 3 away in the last month. Anyhow, and so getting the right companies and supplement lines is something we struggle with as much as you do. That's why we like making our own things, which you'll learn about when you watch Monday Night Madness. So now the next thing we did, I just want to show you. So then what I did next is I took products for a health ailment and put them all together, right? So let me just pull one of the basic one out.
Real quick, or are we going to come back to it?
Yeah, this is a line called Amare. It's a good line. This product alone is one of my favorite for pain. And I actually have sent probably 30 of these bottles out to different friends. So it's a wonderful pain relief. It's called Relief. The Mood is the first product I ever used from this company. And actually I used it when Lily was really, really sick about 6 years ago, and it was phenomenal. I have used this for all of my clients that have like ADD, ADHD, anxiety, mood disorders. It is phenomenal. Some of my students or clients will test for like 10 a day. Some will test for 6 a day, but that is an excellent product. This company really is wonderful. I love Amare. It's an MLM, so I don't like promoting it, but I like using it. And so if you're interested, let us know. But the sleep is phenomenal. I'll use that when I just know I'm going to need to take the edge off of being able to fall asleep. And these are all food products, so they're just a great company. And I don't love their digestibles, their protein powders and things. That's not something I'm recommending anymore, but I do still love all of their actual products for anxieties and whatnot. I love mushrooms, as you all know. And so I actually have a lot of my mushrooms are downstairs in the kitchen. So we'll show that to you when we're done up here. But I do keep capsules and products here in case someone needs something while they're staying with us. But I just love immunity. I use a lot of mushrooms for immunity. And helping to prevent illness. Anyhow, we test quite a bit. These I keep because I use them when I'm testing. So if someone has SIBO or CMO, sometimes it's hard to know if it's SIBO or CMO. And I will tell you, some of these products are absolutely fantastic. So this is Biotics. Biotics Research makes this product right here. And this actually is these are the products I use most when people are dealing with CMO.
Small intestinal
methanogen overgrowth, but they'll help with SIBO as well. So these two are just phenomenal products.
Wow.
Anyhow, so again, I'm not going to go through all the products we have, but it really helps when you have everything for parasites, so I have everything for parasites.
Okay, I just realized something.
Uh-oh.
I need to make a clarification.
Clarification.
Everyone, this is not a medicine cabinet tour. This is a pharmacy tour, okay? Just for clarifying this. No one's expected to have all this stuff in their house. Karen's just been collecting this over 30 years of being a practitioner. So I just want to make that little clarification.
But it makes it so easy. And it's like, there's just so many good things out there. Man, there's just so much in here. Okay, but like these are my orchid essences. If you don't have any flower essences, get ready because we have a whole line of orchid essences coming out. Oh, they are amazing. We've had so much fun shooting videos about them and getting them prepared. So that is ready. We're just waiting for labels and then we can get selling those to you. Absolutely fantastic. Again, so if you're shopping at a health food store and somebody says, oh, it's a tincture and it expires, it's not going to expire. They have to put an expiration date. Every single thing you find in any store must have an expiration date. Homeopathies never expire. We haven't even gotten to those. That's my favorite thing to use, right? That's our number one go-to is homeopathy. And so tinctures will expire after 10 years, but on the shelf, it's only going to be marked for 1 or 2 years, probably about 18 months to 2 years. And so tinctures, and they don't even expire after 10 years. They just lose efficiency after 10 years. So you can buy tinctures when they're on sale and have these things at your fingertips. It's just plants in alcohol or plants in glycerin. I will tell you, I prefer to store alcoholic tinctures. So tinctures that are in an alcohol base rather than tinctures in the glycerin because it will last longer. The biggest thing with using a glycerin tincture, and for those of you who don't know what a tincture is, this is a tincture, right? So these are tinctures. This is my favorite parasite formula, by the way. You can get it from valorasgarden.com. So valorasgarden.com. But this is a tincture. So what this is 21 different herbs that's in a alcohol base. And so that is that's my favorite parasite tincture.
This is how you know it's good. It's like it isn't like did the herbalist collect the herbs herself to make this thing? Did she go up to the mountains? She probably did. Yeah, this is very intense. Keep in mind, guys, with the parasite blends, this can be very hard on the lining of your intestines. So you definitely need to take breaks in between and build in pauses and do a lot of work building up to this to remineralize your body properly and create a healthy gut environment first, and then do a parasite cleanse. Okay, so don't jump into this product if you haven't done the first steps. That's what I wanted to say. But yeah, these are all different tinctures.
Parasite.
Oh, these are all parasite tinctures.
That one is because you're in my parasite.
Oh yeah, black walnut, caraway. That was a really popular one.
Yeah, we made that one.
Oh yeah.
So that's our line. This one is for rest and sleep, right? And so you can just pop, this is one of my favorite products for children. It's called Think. It's absolutely fantastic for ADD, ADHD and resting the mind. These are some tinctures that we made, and you can just take those tinctures. Again, we'll have lots of classes on this. This is a wonderful product. It's a spray, and it's called Rest Easy. And you can literally just take this and under your mouth a couple times a day. Ooh, calms the body way down. There's a lot in this one, so I kind of wanted to make sure I pulled this one out for
Called
you.
sick cold allergies.
Yeah, because a lot of people deal with a lot of craziness, and I kind of wanted to show some of this to you if I can. Oops. Put the whole bed back together. So one of my favorite go-tos is going to be this homeopathy oscillococcium. So you can find this at any Walgreens these days because it works so well, right? But this is homeopathy. That's all it is. And what it is it's violet. And you take one of those, you empty it, and you put it under your tongue. You take another one 15 minutes later, another one 15 minutes later, and another one 15 minutes later. So you take all of those within an hour, and it tells your body what to do. It's just absolutely wonderful. But I always have these. I have not used oscillococcium in years. I have bought 5 of these containers because when someone is sick, I just run upstairs and give it to them. Remember, you're not having this just for you. This is for people who come to your home or people that you want to be able to help.
Or if you're trying to impress a suitor.
Oh, yes. Or if you're trying to impress a suitor. Of course, I never show up with Greg, but anyhow. So Herbal Defense, one of my very favorite products, again, from Herbally Grounded, for when you're trying to defend yourself.
We use Herbal Defense and Herbal Fighter by Herbally Grounded. We use those 2 a lot. In fact, I feel like we use Herbal Fighter more than Herbal Defense.
We do, but I'm out.
But
So
we're out.
I'm just
So
showing
all
off.
we're showing you is Herbal Defense, but Herbally Grounded can ship this straight to your house.
This is a phenomenal Chinese blend of herbs. The only thing with Chinese
Oh.
blends right now is you gotta be careful because not all the herbs are. There you go.
Just kidding. I probably pronounced that
Okay,
incorrectly.
yes, there we go.
Mom, what is?
This is
What is
immune
this?
support. This is one of my favorite
Oh, Chinese
mushrooms.
herbs. Very cool.
Yeah, for inflammation, pain, that sounds fantastic. That is one of my favorite products. I think everyone should have that in their home. That and olive leaf. Where's my olive leaf? Well, anybody can have olive leaf, but getting a good olive leaf product is going to be phenomenal because olive
These
leaf,
are the mushrooms I see.
yeah, that's the mushroom.
This brand
Sure.
here, don't they also make, are these the same
Balsamic?
people who make Kick-Ass Immune? Is that this brand?
Paul, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I
But
I feel like they do, but it has echinacea in it also.
they may. Here's Alamax, which is a good product, but
Mm.
Alamed is my favorite. So this company makes Alamax. This is over the counter. Alamed you have to order, and it is very potent.
Garlic extract, right?
Alamed is a garlic extract, but Alamed, this is Alamax. Alamed is one that is the most powerful. It's $1 per pill, and I'm telling you that is phenomenal at gut issues and eliminating like if I have a client who has a lot of bacteria or a lot of viruses, I test them on that right away. And Alamed usually helps with everything with bacteria, and then I throw them on a good olive leaf. And you can get olive leaf. I don't use this company very often, but olive leaf itself, phenomenal. I recommend olive leaf tincture. I must have 3 or 4 of them in here because we do recommend.
And also their Barlean's makes a good olive
Oh,
leaf
yeah.
that's in the refrigerator.
I can show that. I'm gonna go to the kitchen. We can show that.
And that one's one of the best. I'm gonna, at the end of all this, I'm gonna tell you guys what we like use on a regular basis, because most of the stuff is for like emergency situations.
Yeah, I use these every day. So I take apricot seeds every day because this is B17, right? This is a natural cancer fighter. All of you have cancer cells. Every person on the planet has cancer cells. And B17, make sure that they don't grow. So I love these and I recommend them to everyone. This is a metacupping set. So I recently picked this up, got this, and I'll be using this on my varicose veins, right? So you can pick up metacupping sets. I think Amy's got a couple of different metacups as well, or cupping.
Yeah, I just use them for
So
muscle
you
relaxation.
can do cupping, but you can always pick some of these things up from
So that,
estate sales. Didn't that one
So
actually-
this one was like $20 on Amazon. But my favorite place to use this, by the way, is actually if any of you guys work at a desk job, like your tension pain right here. You can like do it yourself, like suck with the suction cup, and you'll just feel the tension, and then you'll feel it like relax eventually. So I'm happy you showed me this one because I actually need to use. I need to use
No,
this.
I'm going to use them. I do have my cell salts. Cell salts are fantastic. I don't know how many of you use cell salts. If you're in our TNC program, you're going to learn to love these and use them for your clients. We have like a 30-page document, not handwritten, but typed out by the people who created cell salts. So it's absolutely incredible. And then this is my breathe. And a lot of people are having a hard time breathing right now. And so these are some of my favorite things. This, of course, is a tincture, which work incredible. But making sure that you have some essential oils on hand, some tinctures to use so you can open up the respiratory system. This is phenomenal tincture for the respiratory system. It's called Breathe.
By Herbally Grounded.
By Herbally Grounded. We
What's
have,
this little boy? Ooh,
this is
that looks like a good upside.
Dr. Jones has an entire
Yes.
line of respiratory. I bought his respiratory kit, so I have all of his products for the respiratory
Dr.
system.
Jones, who does
He's-
the homegrown herbalist,
Yeah.
he has
incredible.
amazing kits, you guys.
Yeah.
If you're looking to get your emergency preparedness,
Yeah.
kits going, go to Homegrown Herbalist. We love him. He
And-
also has great videos in the Human Body Master Guide.
You might, and which you can look up in Human Body Master Guide, you might ask, like, why do I have so much variety? Because everyone is going to react to something differently. Some people are going to, I've had clients that can only take tinctures because they can't do the vegetarian or I'm sorry, are you trying to lift it up?
Yeah,
Okay, because they can't do capsules because their body can't digest or break down the capsule. So when I'm testing someone, I'll just muscle test all this, period. That's what I do. So when I test people, I teach muscle testing and dowsing. I've done it for decades. And so I can go through and test people very quickly, but not everybody can do that. And so just having that variety is important because you're going to know what your body needs. Your body's always going to know what it needs. And
but if you don't always know what it means,
Yeah.
you can learn how to douse yourself or find someone who actually does muscle testing.
Well, and in the
properly.
Human Body Master Guide, Amy and I have recordings there of teaching you how to do that. So teaching you muscle
We need
testing.
to redo that, by the way.
Yeah, and we do. I know, but it's there
Sorry,
right
Kevin.
now. So if you're in the Human Body Master Guide and you're super excited, run in there. I guess I just wanted to kind of show you what, and these are inexpensive. This is a peak flow meter. This is in my breath things, because this is how you can measure if they're having a respiratory issue. How severe is it? Because your peak flow is very important. We also have a nebulizer. During COVID, we were very active using nebulizers and recommending them throughout the world. When we still have in my refrigerator, which we'll take you down and show you, I have an entire treatment for COVID in a pint jar. So if someone does get COVID, we have our nebulizer treatment already pre-made. So these are things that we just keep on hand, right? And again, this is all homeopathy.
These are out here. Standard
That's your
Enzyme.
kid.
This is a
Yeah,
big one.
I love Standard Enzyme.
So-
And their products are.
So anyone who's trying to help their adrenals right now, Standard Enzyme, their Adrenal Max is a combination of bovine adrenal gland as well as very supportive herbs. Well, we got licorice, ginger, kelp, ashwagandha, vitamin C, and what's this? Phenylic acid.
And the research that goes into Standard Enzyme is incredible. So, and you do have to you have to order them from a practitioner. So just let us know if you see something you want ordered. And we'll get all this information out there because Standard Enzyme is phenomenal. Their products are wonderful. We're just getting back into selling products again after getting all of our programs up. But Standard Enzyme, by far, we love the pizzas. So great products.
Very good product.
Very good.
You know
And
what
I'm
else?
just-
Oh, just kidding. Never
I'm
mind.
just saying, and you can also pick up, some of these powders, right? So this powder right here is a poultice. So if you have a cut or a sting or whatnot, you can use this poultice by adding a little bit of water to it. And it's just an herbal poultice you can put on the arm or the cut or whatever it might be that you're using it for. And I have numerous poultices here.
Did we upload your video from this summer on making tinctures and poultices into the Human Body Master Guide? It's on the Lily Fields blog, right? But we should probably put that in the Human Body Master Guide.
Well, at least you get the gist. So you get
Oh,
the
this
gist
thing. This
of
was like my childhood.
growing up. Okay,
This
I'll pull
little
it out.
this
There
little
you go.
box.
That is this. I've had this for 30 years, and we've used it. Homeopathy never expires. Just remember that. So.
Yep, this was
is
it,
the
guys.
book.
This was the book.
Amy grew up with this. Your name's probably in here. somewhere.
So,
In the back.
so how this work? Now there's apps now. You don't have to use a book. You can download the Borian. But basically, so there's two ways you can use a guide. One is it tells you what the homeopathy is and then what it helps with. The other is you look it up by the symptom and then find the homeopathy. So that's what this is for.
Oh, is your name in there? Yes.
Just
Yeah,
right.
there you are.
So yeah, so then we have the different types, the different symptoms, and then the recommended homeopathy. So, yep, that is how that works. And what we're doing with homeopathy is stimulating immune system activity. 30-second lesson on the immune system.
Please.
Your immune system is, there's two things you want your immune system to have: power and accuracy. Now, when it comes to power, it can be overactive or underactive. So like a cytokine storm is an overactive immune system. Allergies is actually, in some people, that can be either inaccuracy or just an overactive immune system. So you want to have like the right level of immune response to things. Now, what can happen is your body can get a sickness inside of it, a bacteria or a virus, and your immune cells aren't picking it up fast enough. In other words, it's bypassed your innate immune system, and your adaptive immune system has not quite cracked the code for it. So one reason why homeopathies can help is these are small dosages of things that can actually stimulate an immune system response that matches whatever it is that is invading your body that's causing those symptoms. So that's just a little bit about how.
And homeopathy is what I literally, for the first 11 years of having children, that's all I used.
Yeah.
Before I learned
and
about
hot,
herbs.
and hot cold. We use a lot of hot cold showers, like
Yeah.
hot cold baths.
But
for
it was
the respiratory
amazing.
health. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
We could just show them the kitchen.
And we did cut up onions in half and hold it over your ear for infections. And we did garlic. Yeah, you can't say it was just homeopathy, Mom. We were literally like,
but we did mostly homeopathy.
she would put us barefoot on the earth, and what else would you do to us?
Stop it.
I mean, that was a good thing. That's not extreme at all. That's like being a healthy human being. But all right, is that it for the medicine cabinet?
I think so, yes. It gives an idea. So really what I recommend is that you just like take all your breathing things and put them together, and take all of your, whatever it might be, your headache and your sleep and your digestive. I have a huge section on digestion issues because that ranges from point A to point B, but just have them together so you can just grab that bin out and do your muscle testing, or just feel what you think you need or what someone might need. But I find it makes it a lot easier. And then homeopathy, I have a lot of homeopathy. And so keeping homeopathy organized is pretty simple because they're so small little containers. You can put them in different containers, but I highly recommend that. And we have a neti pot. So the couple things you might want to get is a neti pot for sure, because a neti pot can open up the sinuses very quickly. I definitely recommend a nebulizer. And they're like $30 now. Like, it's very inexpensive to get a nebulizer. I definitely recommend colloidal silver. Colloidal silver is very important to have on hand in case of an emergency. We have a couple gallons of it because it's so helpful. Epsom salts for immediately relaxing the body. And for those of you who don't know, when my daughter was really ill, there were weeks that would go by that she could not eat. And the only mineral she absorbed was when I put her in a bath. And so she would take sometimes 2 to 3 Epsom salt baths a day so that we could add minerals and herbs to the water, and then they would be absorbed into her body. So Epsom salts are something that are very important to have on hand as well. And I have in the Human Body Master Guide, we have a Karen's first aid kit. So if that's something that I don't know if we'll upload that to the public, but that is in Human Body Master Guide for those who are part of that program.
Yeah, and this is really, just to reiterate, guys, this is really to give you like a bird's eye view of just like our expectation is not that you're going to know how to use everything we just mentioned. We want to get it in your head that there is something for everything, and
just buy it.
Well, you can have it now. See, that's one philosophy. I'm a little bit in the camp that I think people tend to overpurchase supplements and underutilize their body's innate healing properties. I've just met too many people in natural health that spend thousands of dollars on supplements, and I'm like, you guys seriously do not even know what your own body can make. Like, you do not even know what fasting and walking and getting in the sunshine can do. I mean, even what was the study the other day on laughter? Laughter. I don't remember. Don't quote me on this. It was to the effect of like a minute of high quality belly laughter was worth hundreds of dollars of supplements in terms of like how many helpful chemical properties it produced in your body. I really would love to like find the official study that quantified that. So
I've seen that for years.
Karen is definitely in the camp, like Karen's in the camp of be prepared, have it on hand in case you need it. I think it's a great idea to have like an herbal kit and homeopathy kit. Definitely stack up on your minerals if you can, like the zinc, vitamins and minerals, zinc, vitamin D, and magnesium. And vitamin C in case there's another pandemic and mega food sells out for 4 months straight. So like, it's good to have some of these things in your emergency first aid kit, but on a day-to-day basis, you're still going to want to get the majority of of
Yeah.
things. Unless you're on like a healing protocol, supplements can be a big game changer for that, but you still are going to want to get the majority of things just by like helping your body make the right stuff.
And the reason we have so many things here is because we have people that come and they get sick and
Yeah.
they aren't going to sit there. I don't want them here for 10 days while they're healing unless they're paying us and at their center. And so these are things that you can just bring in and you have them available for people. Again, most of that stuff I'm never going to use and I haven't used, but I do pick things up when they're on sale. So I have them in case someone needs them or in case there is an emergency. I mean, I have more Band-Aids than anybody could ever use, right? Because if there's an emergency, we have a lot, and we've always had that in our family. So I'm glad you made that distinction.
Right.
So now you're in our kitchen, which I didn't know you'd be in our kitchen, but I have nothing to hide, thank goodness. And so I'm going to show you what we do in the mornings because this is the medicine. This is literally how we live and how we eat. And so, do you want to just?
Well, first of all, let's start with this guy. What's going on over here?
That is my pantry.
So this is pantry. So we have oils and vinegars, more oils and like homemade vanilla and honeys and stuff.
Yep.
Dried fruits over here, nuts
These are
and
nuts and
seeds
seeds.
and homemade granolas. And then these are bulk items like
all my herbs.
quinoa, jasmine rice, hibiscus.
This is the hibiscus. This is the
We're all
this
about
is
this
the
2/4
claw and licorice root and shaga. You know, these are when I make all my teas. And I actually have tea outside in the sun right now. Ramanara root. So these are all just different. You know, here's more, but astragalus root, that kind of thing. That's just what this is.
So this is how this is organized. Instead of keeping bags of everything, we just keep jars and then we fill up the jars when they get low and then keep the bags, you know, in like a, for example, in like
In the
a
freezer, like
in
these
a
are
plastic bin or in a
these are
freezer.
my nuts and seeds I keep in freezers. So I'll and I
Yeah.
eat a lot of Brazil nuts.
And it's
so.
not bad to keep them in the bag. We just keep them like this for access and organization purposes.
Yeah. And then this is where
The superfood
this is
cabinet.
our superfood cabinet, right? So this is a mushroom blend. I actually make this one. Majority of this is lion's mane right now, and I actually just created. I was working on this recipe the last few days called Zuzu's Mud because there's all those mud waters and things out there. I'm like, oh, man, I can make that. And so I just love it. So I got that, and this is raw cacao. We use raw cacao quite a bit because cacao is phenomenal in zinc and magnesium. This is my superhero greens. And again, this is where we make our smoothies in the morning. So these are things you put in our smoothie. This is turmeric. It's a raw turmeric. It's phenomenal. This is reishi. This is my beet. I need to fill up my beet powder. I have astragalus root. And then we've got organic green matcha.
No, I don't do very well in mushrooms for whatever reason. They make me very tired. So, or maybe that's just because I need to sleep. So just keep in mind the mushrooms, you guys. You gotta just pay attention to your body on that one.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I guess that is a point I want to make, you guys. When it comes to superfoods, not everyone's is going to need everything.
I need everything.
Yeah. So, you're gonna want to like just see what sits right with your body because we've had some people who just like make. Or I've done it before where I've made a superfood smoothie and just put so many things in it. And then I might get a headache. And that headache might be from one or two in the ingredients, even though everything else was actually totally good for me. So I always err on the side of starting simply and then build up. But there are some ones that just, by and large, people have had a really good experience with. So we'll review those right now.
Chia seeds are a must, right? This is omega-3s, very high in omega-3. I love camu. It has a naturally sweet flavor.
Bitter, a little bit bitter.
Yeah, it's a little bit sweet, but it's sweet. And it's and this is excellent for your
antioxidant.
Yeah, antioxidant and for upping your white blood cell count and helping you eliminate illness. Pumpkin seed protein is one of my favorite types of proteins. This is an organic pumpkin seed protein powder. That's all it is because pumpkin seeds have an enormous amount of amino acids. So just phenomenal. This is chaga. Again, I like chaga, and I'll add a quarter to a half a teaspoon of each of these in the mornings. That's
not a lot. That is not a lot.
You
Quarter
don't
of a half
need a
teaspoon. Wow.
Maca for sure. I have a lot of people doing maca. Maca, make sure it is a Peruvian root maca, not Chinese root maca. A lot of stories on that I don't want to share with you right now because they'll make you cry. But Peruvian root maca is phenomenal. It's expensive, but I mean, this is a great hormone inducer. It helps hormones come back to life, period.
Yeah.
So it's like if you have a lot of hormones that are off in the body, there's two things you can do. Maca is one of them, CBD is the other. Those two kind of like are a blanket, and they help a lot of the hormones balance. So CBD and maca. And so unless you want to be specific, but if I've got a client who has a lot of hormonal or disorders, we look at the neurotransmitters first. That's most important is brain health. So omega-3s and helping the brain fire properly. But then I always go to maca and CBD because it can instantly help a few things at once instead of being a hormone for this and a hormone for that and a hormone for that. I don't get into that. So plus I know that if you take hormones, then your endocrine system stops making them most often. So you gotta be kind of careful of what you're doing there.
Yeah, but there are some low dose,
there's some low dose-
efficacious ways to do it.
Absolutely, there definitely are. Definitely. And there's homeopathies of hormones that are phenomenal. So that's also something. But yeah, they've
Wild
hormone
yams,
therapies come along.
wild yam roots, the craze right now.
It is. We've
not-
been selling that and using it for
Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, my friend just got off her thyroid medication.
I know
so-
using wild yam root.
but she's
amazing.
been doing all sorts of healthy things. So it's probably not just one thing, but yeah, guys. So this is a superfood. This is a superfood cabinet. These are just some ideas. You know, you can pick and choose what superfoods you may want to have. Oh, you forgot the spirulina
Nope, silly me. The hiding in the corner.
and some collagen.
Yep, and some collagen.
Yeah, if you guys want like green teeth and a black smoothie, just throw a
love that stuff.
teaspoon to a tablespoon of this in your
If they don't-
smoothies.
Take these every day because I don't always make. If I'm not making a green smoothie, then I take spirulina tablets. These are awesome. So I love spirulina tablets. So you can get
Very
those
cool.
as well.
Very cool.
Awesome. And then don't forget that your medicine can be your food at dinner also. So tonight I made a dinner. It's still sitting over there if you want to look at it, but it's not pretty. This is like the ugliest meal I made.
So good.
But it tastes, because look at this. It's just this is all basil. This is one of the best adaptogenic products you can take, right? And so I just threw that on these are bean noodles, and then a fresh salad was left of it. And then my cheese. This is the cheese that's made out of, so this is the cheese that we make out of sunflower seeds, walnuts, almonds, nutritional yeast, and salt. So it's a very, very good walnut
Very
sunflower
tasty.
seed.
Yeah, so we got the bulk spices going on, and definitely use a lot of those in the cooking. So that's how we arrange the little spice cabinet here. Okay, I gotta show them one thing that I use. Where's our tea drawer? So here's our tea drawer.
Okay, but not these.
So this is you guys can make your own version of this. I'm just using these up because we had them. It says it's a liver cleanse, but this is really just the Ayurvedic. This is the Ayurvedic like master blend. So I've been taking a teaspoon of this in the morning with honey and water, like honey, lemon, and warm water. It's been so good. So yeah, just if you want to screenshot that, it's a very powerful list. You can make this blend on your own or purchase it.
This was created by a gentleman who reversed his type 1 diabetes. He still has type 1 diabetes, has never used insulin because of this product. He takes it every single day. So I did a video on him as well at somewhere on Facebook, but he is phenomenal. And this has helped a lot of people. So it's a great tea.
Cool. Thank you.
And then you mentioned the fridge. So
Yeah.
I have a little area in the fridge that has the things you're talking about. So this is Barlean's olive leaf. And that is if you start feeling sick or a little sickness coming on, this is a must. We've had it in the home for 15 years.
So olive leaf is, when we say it's an antimicrobial, it is antifungal, antibacterial, and antiviral. So it's very versatile and very powerful. And for that note, it's probably also antiparasitic.
And we also keep this in the fridge all the time. It's a throat spray. So if you get that tickle in your throat, we always have had that.
Very nice.
And then this is one of the blood builders that
Someone asked about what brand of vitamin C we use. We really like Mega Food for our vitamins and minerals. But yeah, they make a nice liquid iron here. And
then this is, of course, Dr. Jones. This is my bone, tissue, and cartilage, which is phenomenal for literally any kind of bruising, broken bones. It's incredible at relieving pain. If you have broken ribs, and I've drunk this and taken the capsules, and it's been life-changing.
Yeah, on that, guys, the other secret sauce here, if you want to just have like a few things in your arsenal, Dr. Christopher's Complete Tissue and Bone. Mom, the lighting in this kitchen is just horrible for presenting right now. I'm very self-conscious right now. It's okay.
This light over here. There, light.
Anyway, so Complete Tissue and Bone by Dr. Christopher is something that we put people on when they have car accidents, surgeries, if they're trying to prevent surgery, if they have a sprained ankle. when my brother was in the military, he would like sneak complete tissue and bone in the thing in as contraband. He would like sneak it in and put it on his ankles because he would get ankle pain during their rucksack runs. Anyway, and it's just very helpful for regenerating connective tissue in the body. So that's Dr. Christopher's Complete Tissue and Bone. Now that can be applied topically as well as internally, and like a normal maintenance dose is like 2 capsules a day for complete tissue and bone. But when people go through accidents, they might need like very high doses, like tablespoons.
And I've had people
50
take
capsules.
10 to 15 of the capsules every day.
And
So
we've gone up to 50.
We've gone 50
but at
capsules.
that point,
Yeah.
we're like, you got to just get the powder because you don't need
Yeah.
all the capsules in your body. Just
use
or,
a tincture.
or open them or take a tincture. But that's one point, you guys, about the herbs is that a medicinal dose, like a therapeutic medicinal dose of herbs, may be significantly higher than like the amount you'd put on your salad at night, or like than like a maintenance dose, right? So just keep in mind when there's really big things that happen, the body sometimes needs higher amounts.
Keep talking.
Now that said, disclaimer time, we highly recommend, if you are not proficient at testing, do not go taking high doses of something until you've either developed proficiency or you have someone else dose it out for you. So I'm just mentioning that because it would not be safe to just be like, oh, I'm doused for 30 drops of iodine. Like, don't go off taking high doses of something that's higher than the recommended dose on the label unless you're very proficient in doing that for yourself. So just wanted to mention that little caveat and disclaimer. And Sarah is offering to make a list for the students. Go, Sarah! We have officially mentioned enough things to make anyone's brain hurt in a 1-hour time period. So
Sarah, contact me, Sarah, because I'll send you my my one list and you can add to it.
is there anything else in the kitchen? I mean, in the fridge? I kind of cut you off.
No, I think I have my nebulizer stuff in the back there, but
Oh, the nebulizer.
we just had that.
I don't think this is. There we go. Oh my gosh, what if I didn't wipe this off before we started? Oh no, it's way better now.
Are you serious?
Sorry.
Oh, my word. Anyhow, so I just keep this. This is my nebulizing solution. And then we add, and that recipe is on our on our blog, under COVID.
This is
COVID.
real, genuine Canadian syrup.
That was given to my aunt by a Canadian.
That's right.
That's right. There you
Oh,
go.
we're legit. Do we keep anything in the freezer?
No, my nuts,
Yeah,
my seeds,
yeah. Pine nuts, Brazil nuts, just to keep them from going
magnolia
rancid.
seeds. Yeah, no, my kefir and water kefir and all that stuff. No, that's good.
Okay. So should we do just general Q&A? Like what are our go-tos for this, go-tos for that?
Want to go back on our computer?
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, you rock, Mom. Are we good today?
I'm good.
Do we go
Yes.
too fast for anything? Or are we feeling good? What do we got going on over here? Is this the overflow?
Yeah, yes, this is all my herbs. These are not all, but it's some.
Are these herbs we grew? Some of them.
Some of them we grew, yeah.
Lilyfield's basil.
We grew all this, or we grew cosmos flowers. It makes the yummiest tea. I love this stuff. Sassafras, you can make all your stuff taste like root beer, and different peppermints and yarrow and senna. Wow. Dandelion, stevia, brigham tea, mountain lion. It's just all yummy stuff. I've got lots more next door, but these are the ones that we use here.
Okay. So we're gonna go sit down and do our little Q&A.
So mute that.
Again, this was a nice overview. We'll give you specific examples now of like what our exact protocols are, as opposed to just showing you how we arrange everything. Is it still pulled up? All right, everyone, we are just dealing with rural Georgia internet speeds right now, so please hold while we get this pulled up.
Here's the link.
And yeah, definitely TNC program covers a lot of this. There's a section in the TNC program called Healing Without Pharmacy, and you get a much deeper dive into exactly how different herbs and superfoods, homeopathies, and everything works. There we go. Here we are. Can you hear us?
Yeah, turn that one off. Leave. You can leave on that one. So you can, okay. Ah, we did a lot of talking, didn't we?
I know, we were.
And this is a great product. It's called V-Vein for varicose veins. So if people have it works so quickly. It's amazing. And so V-Vein works wonderful. You can rub it on the back of your legs or wherever you might be having varicose veins, and then do some, calf exercises to help the blood flow. Do some golden milk. Those are all wonderful.
All right, so it's time for our go-to protocols. So let's start off with we could start off with day-to-days and then go to sickness and then kind of take whatever their requests are.
Or that could be part 2 next week.
That could be part 2. And
Because we could
today's
do, today's a tour, and then let's do that part 2 next week, because this is already over an hour here.
Okay, you're right.
Let's wrap this up.
How do we feel about that? Today's an overview, and then next time we can give you protocols. Like, okay, when we're sick, here's what we take.
do.
When we have a headache, here's what we take. When we have muscle aches and pain, here's what we take.
do. Yeah, and
when
good
we
idea.
are just trying to
Sleep better.
I was gonna say something
Calm
about
down.
like
Pick wildflowers better
That's
and
it.
be more in tune.
that's it. If
with
you want
the
to
moon.
bring the butterflies straight to your nose.
Well, I put this on this morning. I still smell like
It
cinnamon.
smells really
Wait a minute,
it
all
does smell
day
good.
long.
It smells good. Okay, we have
Love
another
it.
pandemic first aid kit. Yes, Felicia, that's very good for us to think of now
We
because
do. We actually do.
we started running low on some things during the pandemic,
Mhm.
and we were honestly like, how did we not stock up on this beforehand?
Yeah. And just so you know, so Neil, who we work with, so we sold thousands of kits of it was called V1, V2 when COVID came out, and it had tremendous success. And we actually added the Karen's Calm to that. So that was our pandemic kit for COVID. We actually have a full pandemic kit now that has so much in it. You know what? We should just have Neil come on and talk about that. So we'll get Neil to
Should
come
have
on
Neil
in the
come
next
on.
couple of weeks, and we'll have him come on and talk about that, because he was one of our graduates, him and his wife. He and his wife both graduated our program, our TNC program, many years ago. He was a mechanic. And then Debbie just started getting into all this and just loved helping people heal. And they both took our course and they both graduated. And he's one of the top homeopathic purators in the country. He's phenomenal. And so he makes thousands of items and products, and it's just incredible. So we'll get him on. That would be wonderful.
So amazing.
I hope you guys had fun, but I was just like the other day, I was like, we should just tell people our medicine kit, because I did it once for the Human Body Master Guide students, but that's not public, and we were just excited to share that with you as well.
Yeah, my friends always like call my stuff. They're like, your family's the witch doctors. But then when they'd get sick and I'd show up with my and you're going to get that protocol next week. I'd show up with my my 3 or 4 go-to items and help them get better within a couple days. Then the respect was restored.
Yep.
So.
And literally, I don't know if I posted the video or not yet, but, or told this, I think I told the story once, but I don't know what group I told it to, but, our aunt had a cough. She had pneumonia. We didn't know it was pneumonia. And she had been taken to the doctor the day before I was leaving on our honeymoon. And so she ended up staying in the hospital, and I went that morning that I was supposed to leave, and they hadn't treated her yet. And she was coughing. She could not stop coughing, and was coughing the whole night because they never gave her anything. They didn't even do an X-ray or a CT scan, nothing. And so I was like, what? And so I sent my assistant home, and I said, here's the recipe and all those herbs you saw over there. I said, make this tea, and it had mullein and basil and all sorts of things in it. And she brought it back about a half an hour later, and Lana drank maybe 8 ounces of it and slept for 2 hours solid. The doctor came in, and he was like, what did you do? I said, she's sleeping. He goes, well, how did she get to sleep? I said, because I gave her this and I poured the herbs into a cup so you could see them. I said, herbs work, doctor. I said, I work with medical doctors all over this country, and herbs are amazing. And he stood there. He didn't know what else to say. And then he finally said, well, I believe herbs can help, but after you take a pharmaceutical. And I was like, but doctor, you never gave her anything. And so herbs are it's just important to know this information, because herbs have been around way before, pharmaceuticals, and pharmaceuticals come from the farm, right? They come from, a lot of them are plant-based. So it's just important to be prepared, have these things, have some of the stuff in your storage. And I'm excited for next week. That'll be fun to share those.
That will be really good to
protocols.
share those protocols.
Mhm.
It can be awesome.
Yeah.
Be great.
It'll be amazing.
And then eventually y'all are gonna be making your own stuff at home. I can't
Right.
wait till we sell that Ayurvedic honey. That's like,
I
I'm
know.
so
I
excited for that.
know. It's so nice.
It's just honey. You guys can make this. It's just honey where you mix in the turmeric and ginger, cinnamon,
So
cayenne,
good.
and whatever else you want to throw in there, cardamom maybe. And so then when you're sick, you just take like a tablespoon of that and throw it in warm water with half a squeeze of lemon. And it's like done. It's so good. That was such a go-to at college and even today. Now I have it every day.
It
I'm
is
splurging.
wonderful.
But
Okay, I just threw something in the link, you guys. So we do talk about the Human Body Master Guide quite a bit. That is a program that you can join. You can have Q&A with us twice a month. Plus we have Thursday classes every single Thursday that are just private, thousands of bits of information, hundreds of videos to watch. And there's like over 25 other doctors in there with me right now, a list of 25 to 30 that can't wait to get in. And it's basically you can look up any health ailment, and then we've got all sorts of suggestions on how to eliminate it. So
Yeah.
there's just a link if you're interested.
totally. This will be so fun.
Kava.
I do not like kava kava.
I love kava.
But I generally don't like things that turn down my sensitivity, like my sensory anything.
I love kava.
Same
It
for
just calms
same
the
re
whole
same reason
body
medical
down.
cannabis has never been my thing. I just don't like
Mhm.
losing sensation. So some people love kava kava because it can help numb
Oh, it helps you
things.
fall asleep. I never
But
got numb by
I'm
it, but it
big-
certainly calms you down.
Yeah. Anyway. All right.
Whatever. I'm gonna go get a
Sorry.
sauna.
But do you feel like I was dissing your kava kava?
I don't care
I'm
what you think about
not.
my kava kava.
Okay.
All of you who get a little anxious, this is fantastic for anxiety.
It is good. Well,
I love her.
I love you.
Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you.
Right.
Okay, well, obviously we're going to stop recording right here, but we are going to keep talking. So don't
We
go
need any more
anywhere.
disclaimers. We do not claim to prevent,
We are
treat,
not-
diagnose, or
nothing.
cure disease.
No way. We are
Consult
not
your medical
doctors.
doctor if
Consult
before you make any
God.
lifestyle
Talk
changes.
to your neighbor.
And
Get advice.
none of this
from the
should defer you
source.
from seeking medical care where
Medical
needed.
care. Talk to your doctor about everything.